What do your results mean for HR policy or the practice of HR?
I think that the issue is strategically crucial, pivotal, very, very important for HRM because not only at the individual interaction in the organizations, but HRM has the capacity in so many ways strategically to impact what is acceptable in society, what is acceptable in the organization, and can really have a big voice in terms of how is gender framed in the organization, how is workplace violence framed in the organization. And so I think it's a very, very important question for policy. One of the reasons that we chose feminist framing for our conceptual framework is because thinking in that way very much combines the thinking and the action. It's like, yes, we can theorize about it, but it's not finished until we actually act on it. And HRM plays a very pivotal role with this. Even the most well-intended policies, practices, trainings in this area with the victims and survivors can have really dangerous unintended consequences. We need to understand the uniqueness and the complexity and the risk of employee disclosures. And disclosure is not a goal. Disclosure is certainly not a goal. We need to understand that within the organizations. We need to understand the changing nature of workplaces, making sure that with the increase in remote work, that human resources is equally available to those employees who are working remotely as if they were working on location. We need to understand work-related IPV as workplace violence, not just an individual issue where we hand someone or send someone a link on the EAP program. It is absolutely much bigger than that. And we need to really learn more about how HRM can create inclusive cultures, which certainly has been such an important and large topic for theory and practice in recent years. But the inclusion of this vulnerable class of employees in our paper, and it certainly is not exclusively, but in our paper, women who have been impacted either as current victims or are survivors of work-related intimate partner violence.